Welcome back to Straight Facts by Dinar Investor. Happy Monday morning to you guys. From what we learned over the weekend, Mahdi and his current cabinet will stay in place until the end of December. Okay, so now the news is telling us that the political blocs have reached an agreement on a new PM candidate. That's great news. So what the news is showing us is there most likely will not be a lapse in the PM. It'll just out with the old, in with the new, just a seamless transition from the old PM to the new PM. That's great news for us. And then news over the weekend told us that this week that we're in right now, that we just started, they're going to try and complete that Electoral Commission Act and submit the 2020 budget to Parliament for the first reading. You guys have a great day.
Political blocs reach a final decision to choose a candidate to head the Iraqi government December 9, 2019. Iraqi MPs revealed on Monday that the political blocs reached the final decision to choose a candidate to head the government and put forward his name during the next few days. And at a time when the candidates for the bloc set 6 basic conditions that are required to take office, deputies confirmed that the candidate should have the blessing of the reference. Parliament member Mohammed al-Baldaghi told Al-Sabah that the political blocs have mobility and convictions to reach commonalities between them. He added that the blocs are currently trading for names after the dozens of names submitted to the Prime Minister were excluded, noting that what remains is only the choice of one of the names proposed to be a new Prime Minister to succeed the outgoing Adel Abdul Mahdi. Al-Baldaghi added that the candidate must win acceptance from the authority and the masses in Iraq, preferring the final announcement of the name at the end of the current week after the agreement between the political blocs on the most appropriate personality according to the established specifications. Al-Baldaghi clarified that the reference clearly and explicitly pointed to an important topic, which is, the Parliament must reconsider its options, as these options are supposed to be more focused, studied and deeper than previous experiences in order to avoid errors that have occurred. For his part, the member of the Iraqi Parliament, Nawfal al-Nashik, told Al-Sabah that discussions are still going on between the blocs to choose an independent figure to receive the next Prime Minister. Report this ad. He added, so far, no candidate has been nominated to publicly, because the political blocs decided to pass this issue in complete secrecy, away from the media. Moreover, a member of the House of Representatives, Yonadam Khanna, said in a statement to the Iraqi news agency that there are 20 people from inside Parliament and from various political blocs. They met the President of the Republic, Barham Salih, and they presented him with the list containing the conditions of selection of the President, 120. He continued, one of the most important conditions for choosing a Prime Minister is that he does not belong to a party and is not dual national, explaining that these conditions are consistent with the conditions of the demonstrators. In the absence of the Sadrists, the Iraqi presidency holds a meeting to choose a Prime Minister December 9, 2019. Barham Saleh. Policy of the Presidency of the Council of Ministers. Presidency of the Republic. September 12, 2019, 6 hours, 7 minutes, and 42 seconds. Shafaq News. The President of the Republic, Barham Saleh, held today, Monday, a meeting with the leaders of the political blocs to discuss the nomination of the new Prime Minister, according to the constitutional period. A source familiar with Shafaq News informed that the meeting is taking place in the presence of all major parties in the country, except for the Sadrist movement. The caretaker head, Adel Abdel Mahdi, earlier called on the House of Representatives and political forces to form the new government with full powers and the desire that the government not run for the duration of daily affairs. Iraqi realities, retirement laws, cancellation of privileges of officials, and amendment of provincial elections come into effect December 9, 2019. Baghdad News. Laws to amend the Unified Retirement Law, revoke the privileges of state officials and amend the Governorate and District Council elections law have come into effect. And the Iraqi fact sheet of the Ministry of Justice announced the issuance of a new issue of the Official Gazette of the Republic of Iraq, 4561, as it included a number of laws of the reform package launched by the government. The ministry's official spokesman, Thawr al-Juburi, said in a statement that the Al-Furat news agency received a copy of it. The number included Law No. 26 of 2019, the First Amendment of the Unified Retirement Law No. 9 of 2014, and Law No. 27 of 2019, the Second Amendment Provincial and District Council Elections Law No. 12 of 2018. Al-Juburi added, the number also included Law No. 28 of 2019, canceling the financial concessions of officials in the state, in addition to Law No. 29 of 2019 Law of the Iraqi National Olympic Committee, and Statement No. 101 of 2019 issued by the Supreme Judicial Council. defense source for global agencies, urgent decision to withdraw the PMF factions from Baghdad December 9, 2019. Baghdad Obelisk, an important source in the Iraqi Ministry of Defense, said that the National Security Council, which includes the Prime Minister, Ministers of Security, Intelligence, Interior and Defense, decided to withdraw all the crowd factions from the capital Baghdad immediately and prevent the movement of any faction from the crowd from its positions except with prior approval, according to Radio Monte Carlo International. Parallel information, according to the radio, stated that the head of the Popular Mobilization Authority, Falih al-Fayad, who attended the Security Council meeting, faced strong criticism after the attacks on demonstrators in Jisr al-Sanka and al-Kilani Square that left dozens dead and wounded on Friday night, November 6. The source says to the radio, the decision to withdraw the hashed forces comes after French, British and German letters that asked the caretaker head, Adel Abdel Mahdi, to take this step. The step also coincides with the spread of what are known as the Blue Hats, who are fighters of the Sadrist movement Muqtada al-Sadr in Tahrir Square, central Baghdad. And therefore the goal of the step is to avoid any friction between the crowd and the Sadrist movement, which leads to the deterioration of the security situation in a very dangerous way.